Good morning and good evening, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. Yesterday, we were talking about what is data analytics, what is data science, what is data engineering, and I have given you a very good introduction about the prerequisite for this course, duration of the course, everything I have clearly told. Minimum 3 months to 6 months you need to have. Daily 2 to 3 hours of practice you need to have. Compulsorily, you have to have the laptop to install Power BI, to install SQL Server. All these things are important, guys. I will give you laptop configuration as well. You have to buy a laptop with Windows 10 or Windows 11, right? And with the minimum 4 GB of RAM, and any processor is fine except a Celeron processor, right? So 256 GB hard disk space is required. So this will be minimum 3 months course and it will extend up to 6 months because the course will get over by 3 months. After that, you're going to be having a lot of projects, assignments that will take another 2 to 3 months. Clear? So so this is my direct number. If you wanted to get one-to-one counseling session means you can call me on this number, or if you have any doubts, clarifications also, you will be able to call me on this number, guys. So make a note of this number. And I wanted to continue today. So where we left yesterday. So this course can be learned by anybody. Age does not matter, and qualification does not matter. Only matters is that can you put daily 2 to 3 hours of effort, and you need not know anything about computers. I'll be starting from zero and you will be able to learn in depth of technologies. And our people are earning 20,000 rupees per month. Those people are getting a 25 lakh salary packages within 3 to 6 months of time. So that kind of a things I have done it. And those people got not only one offer letter, three, four offer letters, they have received it. I have given you all the success stories already. So these are the guys who have received you know current year and very big packages. Earlier package was 20, 30,000 rupees per month. Now they have received more than 20, 30 lakhs as a data analyst. All these people are coming from banking sector, coming from insurance sector, coming from business, coming from BCom, MBA, call center, executives. And this guy is running a bakery. So something like that you need to understand, right? Chalo guys. Now I wanted to tell you so one important thing today, IT industry is going to be having lot of data. IT industry stands for information technology. If you wanted to derive information, you need to have the data. So what is the data? So data is wealth today or currency today. By this is the slogan given by Microsoft. According to Microsoft, it says data is currency today, data is wealth today, or next generation fuel today. Right? Next generation fuel today. People are talking about this. So according to Google, data is everything today, right? Data is everything. Whatever you think, that is data. We are talking about artificial intelligence because of data only. We are talking about robots, right? We are talking about machine learning, deep learning, everything you discussed today, that is data, right? I started data analytics not today. I have started, 20, 30 years back. 23 years back, I have started data analytics. That time, my friends were learning only Java and a .NET. My mentor, Mr. Srinivasan Ranganathan, currently working for ISB, Indian School of Business. He was from IIT Madras and IIM Bangalore. I was working in his company in Bangalore for 10 years. And he told me, Bhaskar, the next futuristic technologies, if you wanted to learn, get into data analytics. This was the word he told me in near 2003, right? When I started working with him, he told me that time itself. So, past 20, 25 years, I'm completely into data side because of his mentoring. Currently, Mr. Srinivasan Ranganathan, I think, is almost 65 years old. and he's taking a lot of classes for ISB, Indian School of Business, Hyderabad, next to Microsoft. Clear? So when you have a proper mentor, you will be able to get very, very good guidance so that you will be able to get into the proper companies and proper, salaries. Otherwise, learning a course will not give you any, knowledge. You need to have proper mentors in your life. Chalo, guys. So data analytics means understanding past. That's what I told you. Data science or artificial intelligence means it is completely predicting the future, right? Both of them needs a data. The data people are going to be storing in different places. That is what I told you. And I was talking about yesterday. When you have depends upon the size of the data, we are going to be storing the data in different places, right? When the data size is in thousands, every month you're getting 1,000 rows, 1,000 entries, mean that is KBs of data or a megabyte of data. This data you can store in Excel sheet. That is what I told you. You will be able to store the data, you will be able to process your data, right? What is the meaning of a processing? Let me tell you. For example, I have every month a lot of data I'm going to be getting from the students. Every month we'll get a lot of inquiries, right? Raj is inquiring about Java. This is the inquiry date, and he had joined and paid fee amount of $1,000, right? Anushka asked for SQL and gender female, and this is the email ID and everything. So I was storing all the data. She did not join like that. So I have the raw data. I'm going to be storing this data in the one Excel sheet. Clear? So every month I'll get thousands of inquiries. Every month, 1,000 inquiries means 1 year data will be 12,000 rows. That I can accommodate within my Excel sheet itself. But now nobody needs raw data. Everybody wanted to create a summary. Clear? So my team is going to be creating a summary. So what they create, they will be able to go create a report like this. In January, people Power BI, how many people have inquired? MSBA course, SQL course, Python course, DevOps course, number of inquiries. This is manually we're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. Manually we are counting and writing the numbers here. This is what is called processing, counting. So here I'm going to be doing summing operation. What is the total fee I have received? Clear? Month wise, course wise, I'm going to be processing the data, storing the data. So this is the raw data. You need to store the data. Excel sheet can store the data. In one more Excel sheet, I will be able to create a beautiful summary. This is what is called a report. Okay, this is what is called a report or a summary, or people are calling this is what is called a dashboard also. Dashboard means a proper reporting. So this is a simple report. But now I wanted to take this data and I can go to insert tab. I can click on the columns. I can create a beautiful chart or the visualization. Clear? So people can understand your data. This is the raw data. Raw data is not able to tell you anything. But when you create a summary and create a dashboard like this, you can understand Python is where the number of inquiries are less. Power BI where the number of inquiries are more. It can tell you a story. Clear? Second position, I think we have SQL. Third position, we have MSBI. Fourth position, we have DevOps. And the fifth position, we have Python. So it is going to be telling you a story, which is the course which is in high demand, which is the course which is not at all in the demand in your institution. Clear? So why data analytics means data analytics can be used to take your raw data, convert into understanding, understandable data or understandable insight you will be able to create. You may create a report using a table format, or you may be able to create a visualization, a chart, a graph. Clear? So, reporting or Power BI or any reporting tools, visualization tools, where you will be able to create a lot of visualization. So, convert raw data into meaningful insight. This is what is called data analytics. Data analytics is also called as a decision making software. So, as a CEO of the company, I wanted to know where we need to, give more focus. So, I'm not getting a Python, inquiries. I have to give more advertisements for the Python. Go online trainings is we going to offer a lot of Python courses, or I wanted to give very good branding for the courses so that I need to improve my, business. End of the day, data analytics, or the name, special name is given business intelligence, is there to improve the business. That is the name. Intelligence means you need to understand the data, and brilliantly you should be able to take the decisions to improve the business. That is what is called business intelligence. Clear? So data analytics is also called as business intelligence. End of the day, you take the raw data, convert into meaningful insights. How? With the help of reports and visualizations. But the question we can do with the Excel itself, right? Power BI is not needed. You can take Excel is a good reporting tool, good visualization tool, but Excel can accommodate very small amount of data. That is the biggest issue with the Excel. Excel is the number one visualization tool in this world. When you have a small amount of data, you can go in for Excel. We can create a beautiful reports. We can store the data, process the data, create visualizations. So this is the thing I can tell you. But when the data size is bigger, so what is the meaning of this? When the data size, I'm not getting only thousands, lakhs and millions of data. When I'm getting it, so what we need to do? So here I'm talking about GBs of data. Every month, a bank industry is going to be getting large amount of data. That data we are going to be storing in database management system or relational database management software or tools. Excel is also software. So this tool can store your data, but who's going to be processing and creating a lot of insight? You can use a language. Clear? So when you have GBs of data, every month Amazon company is getting 300 GB, 400 GB, 500 GB of data every week, every month. So the GB of data cannot be stored in the Excel sheet. When you go to Amazon.com and you're trying to buy some product, do you know how the Amazon is going to store the data? It is going to be getting GBs of data. This data, it can store not in the website. This website may be any website, but end of the day, all this data, Amazon data, will be gone and stored in a SQL or RDBMS. Clear? So SQL means RDBMS, or a database management system. So all the data will be stored. What are the SQL softwares we have? We have a lot of tools. Popular tool is called Oracle. Oracle is SQL software, Microsoft SQL Server. It is from the Microsoft, right? And DB2, it is from the IBM company. Like that, you have thousands of softwares are available. All of them are, Netiza. It is also IBM company, RDBMS software, and you have Postgre, right? PostgreSQL. So this is also one more SQL software, database software. MySQL, it is a free software. Anybody can download it and use it. And you have Teradata. So you have Sybase. Lot of RDBMS softwares are available in the world. So Oracle is SQL or RDBMS software. Database means which is going to be storing a large amount of data. Yesterday I have given you, I have a lot of gold. Where can I store gold? Bank. I have a lot of blood bank. I have a lot of data bank. Data bank is called database. Clear? When you have a large amount of data, Amazon data, Government of India, passports data, Aadhaar cards data, insurance data, healthcare data, sales data, marketing data, products data, customers data, all the data today is going to be stored only in the SQL. SQL is a generic word. Okay. Oracle is also called as SQL. SQL is a generic word. Okay. SQL means where you can store large amount of data. SQL is called as database management system or relational database management system, you have to know one tool, either Oracle, the same name Microsoft is taken and they kept for their software. It is SQL Server. Clear? So all these tools are called SQL Server only. Oracle is also called as SQL, means it can store large amount of data, GBs of data. You will be able to store it. If you store the data, that is not sufficient, right? You need to go and try to process the data end of the day, right? Without the processing, you will not be able to get the proper insights, right? Small amount of data means Excel can do processing and storing, but here we are going to be using a lot of languages. So what languages we use? We knew that we can go in for any language like C or C++ or Java, .NET, Python, any language you can use today, right? So people can use .NET, Python, Android. Why everybody is going to learn Python today? Because Python is easy when you compare with these languages. Why Python has become more popular today? Python because it is easy to understand. Any small kid also can understand. Your children, 8th class, 9th class students also can understand this language. Ask them to learn Python means they can easily learn Python. Python is easy because of that it is going to be used everywhere today. Clear? So it is easier than Java and .NET Python. So we can use any language to process the data, but you need to write a lot of coding here. So data storing means these things. Yeah, am I clear? But end of the day, it is not GBs of data. You understand every month Amazon is giving you 500 GBs of data, 12 months data. It will become 6,000 GB of data, which is equivalent to 6 terabyte of data per year. But 10 years of data, if you would like to store, it will become 6 terabytes into 10 years of data. It will become 60 terabytes of data approximately. So I'm going to be getting terabytes of lakhs and millions of data. It is a billions of data, or it is called as a crores of data. So the size will be in terabytes. So how do you store the data? Here, I'm going to be using a software called data warehouse tools or softwares only for the storing the data. But who's going to be processing the data? Language I cannot use. So here, people have started implemented new tools called BI tools, business intelligence tools, where you can create a lot of insights without writing coding. If you implement a language, earlier people were implementing language only, you need to write a lot of coding. So IT industry started questioning, when you have a large amount of data, when you start writing the coding, the application will become very slow, development process will be very slow. We need to have no coding, low coding softwares. This is how the IT industry has to introduce without coding softwares. Clear? So when IT industry started in 1920. Charles Babbage invented a computer, right? 1930, people are using only one language, that is a binary. Binary language people have only, you can communicate with the computer ones and zeros. You cannot communicate very easily. So till 30. So in 1940, there is a language called A language is developed. Clear? You can write your code in English. That is the first step, right? But it has a lot of flaws. Then one more language got created in 1950. The language name is called A, right? A language where you can write English and it is also working fine, but it is having a lot of flaws. So after that, in 1960, we had a language called C language developed in Bell Laboratories, USA. Clear? And a guy called Dr. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie invented this language in 1960. It is there in English language. Many people appreciate it. Even today, people are using this language. This language has lot of issues. Now in 1970, now Same, Bell's Laboratories USA created advanced C language. Advanced C language. It is called as C++. Clear? So this is implemented in 1980s. Okay, 1970s in the USA. Clear? It is advanced C plus, advanced C language called as C plus plus by Bell Laboratories. So people were happy about this. So in 1980, we got one more language that is called Java. Right? In 1990s, we got and Python is also released. Clear? In year 2000, 99, early 2000, we have a .NET and lot of other languages got released. Clear? You can see more languages are released because languages will have more and more features and lot of changes in the only languages side. Clear? In 1970s, even though you have C language, this time only we got one more SQL or database management system is also implemented this year only. Clear? So Excel, when you say it is there 1970 onwards, and RDBMS is implemented year 19, 70s only. Okay. I think Excel was there prior to that, maybe 60s, 70s year. And the languages are there 1960 onwards, not today. Right? And data warehousing is introduced in 1990s into the IT industry. BA tools have been introduced in year 2000. Clear? So this was the industry. Industry is more elaborated, more R&D work has done in the languages. So data storing only one concept that is there in 1970. So even today people are going to use only SQL because SQL is so powerful. This is invented by IBM company actually. IBM company invented database management software, and database management principles are the algorithm, or you can say a theory these people have invented. Which people? IBM company. Using the theory, many people have invented different tools. Clear? So data warehousing can store large amount of data. You should not write data where in a space house, or you should not be able to write a single word like this. Okay, so this is also wrong, or this is also wrong. So data warehouse is also wrong. It is a single word. Clear? Data warehouse. How a data warehouse can be prepared? You ask me. It is going to be with the large hardware we are going to be buying, and inside that we are going to be using a software called SQL. What is SQL? SQL is a software. Tool means you can understand, which is a software only, software tools. So Oracle you can install, SQL Server you can install, DB2, Netezza, anything you can install, Teradata, but you need to have a large hardware. Let me give you one small intro. I have my laptop. What is the RAM capacity? 4 GB of RAM. I have i5 processor and 1 terabyte of hard disk I have. This is my laptop. In my laptop, if I install SQL software, SQL means Oracle, I can install anything I can install. So maximum what is the data I can store? 1 terabyte. Why? My hardware configuration, my laptop configuration is 1 terabyte of hard disk. Maximum data I can store in this. But if I buy a bigger hardware, 100 terabyte of 100 GB of RAM and 100 processors, 100 i5 processors. Okay, and I have 100 terabytes of hard disk. It is a disk. Now this is also a bigger hardware. Now I have installed SQL. SQL means it may be Oracle, it may be SQL Server, or it may be anything. So this is a large hardware. Large hardware. What software I'm going to be installing? Same software, Oracle SQL Server. Now this machine is called as a data warehousing machine. I can accommodate 100 terabytes of data in this. Clear? Software wise, same software, Oracle or SQL Server software, I can have it. So it may be Oracle data warehousing machine or SQL Server data warehousing machine, or Teradata data warehousing machine. So data warehouse means large hardware. Software wise, same software that you're going to be installing in your laptop tomorrow, the same software you're going to be installing. So if somebody asks you what is a data warehouse, warehouse means a go down. Go down will be very big in size, right? Storeroom will be small in size, right? So data warehouse means it can accommodate terabytes of data. Clear? 10, 20 years of can company's data will be there in the data warehouse. Clear? So data warehouse is a large hardware where SQL software is going to be installed. Same SQL that you're going to be installing tomorrow. That is what you got to understand. Am I clear? As a layman, if you wanted to understand any one of the software you will be able to install, it will be Oracle Data Warehousing Server, SQL Server Data Warehousing Server. So it is all about terabytes of data you can have. But how can we process? This is when you have SAP BI, we have SAS BI, and we have Oracle BI. Lot of BI tools, no coding, low coding softwares have been introduced. Microsoft MS BI. Then we have Tableau, Salesforce company Tableau BI. Now today we have Power BI. Power BI from Microsoft. Even Microsoft BI, MS BI is also from the Microsoft. We have a lot of BI tools have been introduced in year 2000. Earlier, if you wanted to process the data, you need to write a language. Language will take a lot of time to write the code and a lot of issues with the coding, right? People will take a lot of time to write the coding. Now, no coding, low coding means you can develop any application without writing the coding, and the customers are happy with the BI tools. Okay. Now, the story did not stop here. BI tools have been there. Now, let us talk about this BI tool. Before talking about this BI tool, let me tell you after year 2000, what is happened? So, after 2000, what is happened? You got hardware become cheaper hardware. Your computers are will be very cheaper. Cheaper means inexpensive, and the internet is introduced, and people have social media, right? People slowly addicted to social media entire world. Because of this, the data started coming in not only billions, it started coming in trillions. Okay, trillions of data we were able to get. This kind of a data is called as a special name is given to this data. This is what is called a big data. Clear? What is the size of the data? Petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte, yollabyte, right? This is unlimited data we have. So now, what is the software I need to have? Because data warehousing can accommodate only terabytes of data. Now, this a company called Apache company has released a software called Apache Big Data Hadoop software. Here we can store the data as well as we can process the data. Clear? So this software is released by the company in year 2003. So many people started using the mobile phones hardware. So year 2000 onwards, a big data era started. So earlier, this data, whatever we're talking, this is completely small data, right? Small data means it may be in Excel, or it may be in SQL, it may be in data warehousing. All the data is structured data, and it is a small data, right? So this is before year 2000, and now the data, not only structured data, structured means data is there in the rows and columns, tables. You have large amount of photos, videos, audios, charts. Lot of data started coming in. This data is been specially identified as a big data. This name suggestion by Google company. Google company told this kind of a data, unlimited data is called as a big data. Big data cannot be stored in your data warehousing. We need to have one more software. A company, a Apache Software Foundation. This is a charitable organization. This company has taken a lot of inputs from the Google company and released a software called Apache Hadoop in year 2003. Clear? And it has a lot of flaws. Clear? So, because of that, many people have given negative feedback. It is going to store a lot of data into the hard disk. And for the processing purpose, this guy is going to use Java. Because of that, it has become very, very slow. Okay. The biggest problem is all the unlimited data it is going to be storing into the hard disk. And for the processing, you need to write a Java language. Many people thought Java is complex. Okay. Java is complex. They told so Hadoop is very, very complex to store the data. It is going to store the data into the disk and the processing and doing. Processing means I wanted to know what is the sum of the sales. I wanted to know what is the average sales. I would like to know mathematical formulas I need to apply on the data. It is going to be slow because the data into the hard disk. So immediately the feedback has been taken by Apache Software Foundation. This is a free software. It is a free, right? Immediately in year 2009. So, year 2009, Apache Software Foundation has given one more software called Apache Spark. Clear? Apache Spark can store your data and processing also can be done. But where it is going to be processing, storing your data, it is going to be storing in the RAM and the processing is not in a Java. Clear? Because as I told you, Java is very, very complex, right? It is going to start using Python and other languages. Python is introduced, even Scala is one more language got introduced, and it is going to be storing the data into the RAM. Large amount of data, any kind of a data it can store. Because of this, Apache Spark is become so popular today. When you have a large amount of data, especially your chart GPT data, right? Your chart GPT data is today where with the Apache Spark. Clear? It is going to be 100 times faster. So, large amount of petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, terabyte of data we're going to be talking about today. Chart GPT is going to be getting the data from the Apache Spark only. Earlier, people were using Apache Hadoop, and these softwares are completely free. Hardware you have to buy. Okay, Apache Spark is free, Apache Hadoop is free softwares. It can store unlimited data. Clear? Chart GPT data will be thousands of Himalayas size. Clear? That data you cannot handle. Even a company like State Bank of India, LIC also cannot accommodate, because it will take crores of rupees, lakhs of dollars, millions of dollars you need to have to store that much of a data. Companies like LIC, State Bank of India cannot accommodate this kind of a data. Google, Microsoft, Elon Musk, companies, these kind of a companies can store this chart GPT co-piloted data. You cannot imagine what is the size of the data we're talking about. So what is the speed of the Apache Spark today? Clear? So all the data is big data means Apache Spark today. Clear? So you need to understand. So here RAM, all the data is going to be stored in the RAM 100 times faster than your Hadoop. Clear? But Hadoop is the big data software. Now Hadoop is completely gone. On top of the Hadoop, only Apache Spark is going to be working. But Apache Spark is faster because it's going to be storing all your data into the RAM. Easy language you can use, any language you can use, even Python, SQL, even SQL also you will be able to use. and you will be able to get the data. Scala is the one more language, or SQL, or even Java also you can use, but Java people don't like it. Clear? So this was the story. Now, so when you have a small amount of data, Excel, when you have a large amount of data, SQL, when you have extra large data, it is this one, data warehousing and BI tools. When you have extra large and unlimited data, so this you can store today in the Apache Spark. Apache Spark is called as today data bricks. Okay. If somebody tells you data bricks means, it is nothing but Apache Spark only. Okay, Apache Spark means you should be able to understand it is going to be big data. Big data means what kind of a data? Here we're going to be talking about structured data, and semi-structured data, unstructured data, you will be able to store. Semi-structured data means what? It will be your XML data, right? Your JSON files data. You will understand later. Semi-structured, unstructured data means your photos, videos. Semi-structured means XML files, JSON, PDF files. Structured means table data. Clear? Any kind of a data Apache Spark can store. Apache Spark is called as today data bricks. Clear? If somebody tells you I'm learning big data software means compulsorily they are going to be learning Apache Spark and data bricks, especially data engineers have to learn this completely. Anybody is going to be doing data engineering course means they are going to be learning Apache Spark means Databricks. They have to learn data warehousing and this kind of a tools, and they need to learn SQL as well. Excel is not very important for anybody. So Excel, if you know basic understanding of Excel is also fine, but compulsorily you need to know SQL. SQL means Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, NetEase, any one software you need to learn. This is what is called SQL software. Clear? Now, I will give you small understanding of these tools. So, what are these tools? So, these are started in the year 2000. Okay, and only one reporting tool is given, and very costly tools these are, and very complex to understand. To overcome this, in year 2005 Microsoft introduced MSBA, where three tools have been given. One is called SSIS, second one is called SSAS, third one is called SSRS. Okay, and these three tools together is called as a Microsoft Business Intelligence. These are cheaper when you compare with that, and the Microsoft brand you have. Because of that, everybody started using MSBA, because the three tools you are able to get. Here only one tool, that is also a reporting tool, you will be able to get it. So here they have given three tools. One is called ETL tool. It is analysis tool. And tomorrow we'll talk about it. One is a reporting tool. We'll talk about what is a reporting, what is a analysis, everything tomorrow. What is the ETL? Tomorrow is the final demo. I'll be able to talk about all these tools one by one tomorrow. Clear? Because of Microsoft brand and cheaper, everybody stopped using this SAP BI, OBI. It is gone case today, completely gone. MSBI 20 years back, now almost we're in 2025, right? It is gone. Now people are started using this, but suddenly what has happened after MSBA? Tableau BI released into the market. So when Tableau BI released in 2010, so Tableau BI released by which company? Which is a company by Salesforce company. This company released this, and they told it is a self-service BI tool. Self-service BI means any non-technical people can create a beautiful report which is similar to your Excel sheets. Clear? We can create a beautiful visualizations by learning a Tableau BI. Any non-technical people means MBA guys, BCom guys, botany, zoology guys can create a beautiful reports, and they can give the reports to their bosses. Clear? End of the day, when you go for the meeting, boss will ask you report. Tell me the report, a sales report. Tell me the last month profit report. Tell me last month inventory report. People were using Excel. People were using this kind of a tools, SAP BA, this kind of a tools. But these tools only technical people can use it. You and me as a developer, we can use. But Tableau BI is completely self-service BA. Maggie noodles, my kid is also can prepare and eat it, right? Self-service food it is. So you need not know cooking. Maggie noodles, anybody can prepare the food. But biryani, you will not be able to prepare on yourself, right? So Tableau BI is similar to Maggie noodles. Anybody can prepare kind of a reports. It becomes so hot in the market. So Microsoft, lost its business. This reporting tools stopped consuming because it is the SSRS reporting software. This is completely gone, and Microsoft lost its brand immediately. Microsoft released Power BI. So when in year 2015, Power BI is launched. So what is the Power BI? It is also self-service BI because of the brand. And now Power BI is rocking. Power BI went up and Tableau BI came down. When you go to Google Trends, when you go to trends.google.com, okay, so trends.google.com, you will able to know how the Power BI. Let me click on explore. I wanted to tell you Power BI, Microsoft Power BI and a Tableau. Okay, Tableau software, data visualization company, Tableau BI, right? If you say Tableau BI is completely gone, have you seen this? This is the market trend in India, all over the world also. This color indicates Microsoft Power BI, Tableau data visualization software is gone, and you have one more tool is called a Looker by Google company. Google company is also giving you a Looker. So Looker is completely somewhere here, right? It can also create a lot of visualizations. Looker company. Looker means Microsoft. It is a Google company reporting a tool. It is a Microsoft reporting tool. Tableau BI is one more tool. You can understand where we are today. Clear? So Power BI is going to be rocking today. It will give you much more visualizations. It is going to be giving you much more opportunities worldwide. You will be able to understand like that. Tableau BA, Power BA is called as a self-service BA. Any BA, BCom, BSc, botany, zoology guys can also create a beautiful reports. Because of that, Power BA became so popular. Now, this one is very, very costly. And again, this is a cheaper Microsoft brand you have. Because of that, this Power BI people started using almost 10 years. It is launched in 2015 and it is launched 15 years back. Now people, many companies started using Power BI. Clear? If you learn only Power BI, you don't get a job. You need to compulsorily learn SQL or Oracle. Microsoft uh, RDBMS software, SQL software is SQL Server. You have to learn SQL Server. Let me give you what is SQL Server all about. Let me give you the history. Okay, I wanted to give you history of this SQL Server software. So SQL Server is launched 1.0 version uh, in 1989 by Microsoft, which is SQL or database management software, means it can store the data and retrieve the data. It is going to be your tank. So what is RDBMS means? A tank or a drum or a storeroom. In the storeroom, what you do? You put the rice, get the rice. Put the dal, get the dal. So RDBMS means a tank or a bank. In the bank, what you do? You deposit the cash, withdraw the cash. A tank, you put the water, get the water. SQL means storerooms or you can say godowns. So first version is released 1989. Then they have a 5.0, 7.0, then SQL Server 2000. So this was the first version of SQL Server. Clear? The next version you have it here is SQL Server 2005. It is released in the year 2005. Here you have this software, plus in this only they have added MSBI. MSBI means, just now I told you, SSIS and SSAS and SSRS. So 2005 I told you MSBI is launched, right? So MSBI is launched along with the SQL Server only. Now, what is SSIS? Let us understand. SSIS means SQL Server Integration Services. Okay. So this is what is the ETL tool. Tomorrow I'll talk about this tool. And the next tool we have SSAS, Analysis Services. Okay. Here we're going to be creating a cube. Tomorrow I'll be able to talk about this. And the last one is called a reporting tool, which is similar to your Excel sheets or your Power BI today, where you can create a lot of reports and visualizations you can create. Okay. So these are the three tools launched in the SQL Server 2005. Now many versions got released. 2008, right? Now 2012, 2015, 2017, 2019, 2022 is the latest version. I'm going to be giving you either 2019 or 2022 software. You have to install it. You will be able to get MSBI, as well as you are going to be getting SQL software also. Clear? So this is what is called history. If you wanted to install 2019 or 2022 software, what is the laptop you need to have it? Okay. Laptop configuration, I told you, minimum 4 GB of RAM. Any processor you need to have, and a minimum 256 GB of a hard disk, or you can say SSD. So when you go to your Amazon company, you will be able to buy any laptop with this configuration. Let me go. Lenovo, I'm going to be suggesting because I'm using it. You can buy any laptop. So you can go for this Lenovo 38,000. Ryzen is fantastic, and 8 GB RAM, 512 GB hard disk, and AMD graphics. Windows 11 is needed. You can buy this laptop at 38,000 or 32, 35,000 is sufficient, but 38 bit costly. Okay. I can give you this configuration. You can click and take this configuration, and I'm giving you in the chart window. You can buy this laptop if you wanted to buy. Okay. And one more laptop I can give you. So don't buy the cheaper laptops. I don't recommend this. So 33,000, this is also a fantastic laptop. So Windows 11 is required. You can go and purchase this laptop. Second laptop I'm giving you at 33,000 rupees level. Minimum 4 GB and 512. Windows 11 or 10 is needed. Okay. So this one you can purchase. 33,000. Now the next one I can give you. So don't ever buy Celeron processors. Remember this. Don't ever buy Celeron processor. Very, very, cheaper. But never buy this kind of a processors. You can buy Core i3, i4, i5, Intel, MD, Amazon. This is also Intel, but Celeron is not a good brand. Clear? So cheaper it is, but 35,000 rupees you will get wonderful laptops. Okay. This is also wonderful laptop. You will be able to buy it. Now try to, arrange one laptop. So this is the configuration I'm going to be giving in the chart window. We can arrange the laptop within 1 week of time, not immediately today. And 1 week of time, you can just take it, try to arrange the laptop. So tomorrow we'll finalize the demo. Today we completed second demo. In this, I spoken about, so what are the things that we have, and remember, so these many things we have. So to store the data, what are the things I have given you? The data can be stored either in Excel, The data can be stored in a SQL, or data can be stored in the data warehousing, or the data can be stored in the Apache Spark today. Hadoop is not there. Apache Spark is also called Databricks. Now, on this only your AI and BI applications are going to run. What is AI? Artificial intelligence applications are going to run. BI means business intelligence. That is what is called data analytics. Clear? So, your Apache Spark, your AI application is your Chat GPT, right? So Chat GPT is going to get your data from where? Chat GPT is going to be getting the data. This is a application. This is getting the data. It is AI application getting the data from Apache Spark. Apache Spark is going to be storing a large amount of data. It is going to be storing petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte of data. It may be any data, structured data, unstructured data, photos, images. So thousands of Himalaya size the data it is going to be maintaining here. Apache Spark is going to be maintaining. Clear? So this kind of a data is called as a small data, and this data alone is called as a big data. This one only structured data, this one structured, unstructured, semi-structured data. So we don't have anything else today. We have only structured data can be stored here. So unstructured, semi-structured data means you need to use Apache Spark today. Why Apache Spark? Why not Apache Hadoop? Means Apache Hadoop is going to store the data into the hard disk, which is very, very slower. And 2009 is, and all over the world data is going to be stored in the single software. It may be Facebook data, Amazon data, any data. Now to big amount of data means companies are going to be storing in the Apache Spark. Clear? Apache Spark is called as today data bricks. Clear? Why data breaks a separate name is given? That is a different history that we can discuss later. If you wanted to become a data engineer, so compulsorily you have to learn big data, Apache Spark, clear, and data warehousing, SQL. If you know, you will be able to easily get into a data engineering role. Collecting the data, storing the data into the Apache Spark, data warehousing, SQL will be the role on the responsibility of data engineer. Clear? You have to know about cloud technologies as well. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll talk about what is a cloud and what is Azure, what is you know what do you say, your Google Cloud Platform, what is your AWS, Amazon Web Services. All of them are the cloud technologies, right? So data engineering guy has to know Apache Spark, data warehousing, SQL, plus one cloud, either Google Cloud or Microsoft Azure or AWS. You need to know. Then you can become a data engineer, right? You can also learn BI software, Power BI. You should learn SQL, you need to learn. Now you have to learn SSIS, that is ETL tool, and SSAS also you should learn, that is one more tool. And Power BI are going to be learning, and this will be data analytics, software. 3 months. I don't recommend it to go into AI. AI will be 18 months course, right? This will be 3 to 6 months course. And data engineering, if you wanted to do, data engineer is the guy who should learn all of them. SQL, data warehousing, Apache Spark, and Python also you need to learn. Small coding. And plus, you need to know one cloud. Cloud you have to know. So this guy is called as a data engineer. So data engineer you can become. So you will have a coding here. Data science also, artificial intelligence also. You have much of coding here, and the BA data analytics where you have less coding or no coding. So people can come to data analytics part. Yesterday's video I spoken about data analytics means understanding past. Clear? And artificial intelligence means predicting something. So all these things you need to know. Tomorrow I'll talk about what is SSIS, what is SSAS, what is Power BI once again, and we will conclude the demo tomorrow. Hope you have enjoyed it. And depends upon the sizes, we're going to be using different tools. Yesterday I have given you this example. If you wanted to go to supermarket 3 kilometers away from your house, you're going to be taking a bike and going. Small amount of data you can store in Excel. But I wanted to go to 500 kilometers from my hometown. So I will take a train and go, bus and go. When the distance is more, we are going to be using bus or the train. When the data is more, we are going to be using SQL. Right? Now I wanted to, go to America. I'm going by a flight. I cannot use bus or the train. When the data is in terabytes, I'm going to be using a software called data warehousing. I cannot use SQL everywhere. I have to use data warehousing. Now I want to go to moon or the Mars. I cannot go by a flight. I have to use a rocket. I need to have large amount of data to store. That is where I can use Apache Spark or Hadoop. Hadoop is gone. Big data is introduced in year 2003. Now we are in 2025. Data storing means only four places you can store the data, either Excel, SQL, data warehousing, and Apache Spark only. Apache Spark is called Databricks today. Clear? You don't have anything else to store the data in the IT industry. Remember this point. That's it. You don't have any other technologies to store the data. Clear? Complete social media data, complete chat GPT data, complete AI data. Now you're able to get it only from the Apache Spark, Apache Spark. Okay, this is what is called big data. Google is calling this as a big query, something like that. Okay, but end of the day, it is going to be implementing Apache Spark. Apache Spark is a software. You need to have hardware that you need to buy. Apache Spark is a free software. On this, you can perform data analytics or AI and machine learning or deep learning algorithms can be created and you can use it. Clear? So all of them I have discussed yesterday, and today also I have given brief introduction about everything. So we'll continue tomorrow. What is a data analytics means? So understanding the past is called as a data analytics, and data science means predict the future. So, what was my sales in India last 5 years? It was the question from the data analyst. Data scientist can ask, what will be my sales in India next 5 years? How many people are going to be dying next year in India because of obesity? How many people have died till last year? That was the question any people can ask. How many people have died because of obesity? How many people are going to be dying next 5 years in India because of obesity? So these are the two questions can be asked by two different people. One is called data scientist or one more is called data analyst. But both of them needs data. The data will be supplied by data engineering team. Data engineering will be very, very good, tool. But the only thing is that you need to know Python coding and everything. Clear? So Power BI where data analytics where Python is not at all needed, and some companies are asking Python here, but I am not recommending to learn Python here. But data science and data engineering, Python and SQL. SQL everywhere. SQL means data, data means SQL. That is the reason I am asking you to learn these softwares as part of data analytics. Clear? So this is the list I have given. SQL Server I'm recommending, Power BI, SSIS is a ETL tool, data warehouse I'm giving, SSAS also I'm going to be giving. So these three, five tomorrow I'll be able to talk in depth. So these are the five tools that we're going to be discussing from tomorrow, guys. Okay. So tomorrow we'll have the final demo. So day after tomorrow, I'll show you how to install SQL Server and how to install Power BI. Get ready with your laptop. If not ready, make sure that you need to at least, okay, arrange the laptop within 1 week of time. So this is the demo number 2 of data analytics. Tomorrow we will conclude the demo. That is demo number 3. Same time with the same meeting ready. Thank you guys.